you. Well, back again. We are back again, and today, Charlie, my guest inspires me. It's like my son. This guest, he's like my son, but he inspires me. Very, very, very hardworking youth. And you know, some time ago, I used to go around to schools talking to the youth about their future, about things they need to know. And everything I was talking about, I didn't know this guy, but he was putting it in practice. The guy's passion, amazing. Let me keep quiet for now. Somebody you all know. If you don't know him, you're going to know him today. Put your hands together, folks. Show some love for my son, Zion Felix. Hey, Zion, welcome to the show. Please.
Thank you.
Oh, my man is in. My son is in. My inspirer is in. Stick around. When we come back, Charlie and Corona started. We'll be right back.
The KSM Show.
We're back. And before I start, Charlie, and the youth of Ghana, please tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that you shouldn't miss this show, man. This guy is going to inspire you, man. This is what I like about this guy, you know. Also, in Ghana, it's like the whole thing is about how do you leave Ghana and go abroad? Everybody wants to go somewhere. This man, my next guest, also a homegrown, local man, and he's doing so well. Today he's going to tell us the secret of how you can be homegrown and become home rich. Stick around. Zion Felix.
Yes, boss.
Welcome to the show, man.
Thank you very much.
Your name precedes you.
Yeah.
You're a small boy. I've heard your name.
Small boy, yeah. Small boy.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
But let me say that I'm really, really honored to be on this show because I've been watching you since I was a small boy. Watching you like doing your mustache.
Yes.
So it is an honor to be on this show. But I was super happy when I had your call. That I should be on this show. But I was like, that brain will do
Cheers a lot, man. Well, he's on the show because he's ended, you know. Occasionally, I run into guys like you. Oh, I used to be watching you when I was a small boy and things. But what really amazes me is when they come on the show to tell me that I've been watching you since I was a small boy, which means that you have done something right, honestly.
Thank you.
To be here, and I don't kid around, man.
Yeah, I know.
You know, I am very, very, very proud of you. I've heard so much about you.
Thank you.
And I followed you from a distance.
Thank you.
You know, when I was going to begin this season, I said, I'd like to talk to some of these young guys who the youth of Ghana can listen to and benefit from.
Yeah.
And of course, the name Zion Felix, like there's no tomorrow. But you're officially Felix.
Adumaku Mensa.
Adumaku Mensa.
Yeah.
Wow.
Adumaku Mensa Felix.
Where were you born?
Kumasi. I lived almost all my life in Kumasi before I came to Legon to school in 2012.
Okay.
So 2012, 2014, 2012 to 2016, Legon. So I did national service after 2016. So 2016, 2017, I did my national service at Legon Radio University. So,
yeah. But one of the things you are known for, and you're known for many, many things, and we'll be getting into it. Yeah. You're a businessman. You are an entrepreneur. And one of the things you're noted most for is blogging.
Yeah.
You're one of the famous bloggers. How did you get into blogging?
So after high school, 2011, getting to 2012, a friend of mine called Raphael helped for me to buy a laptop. So then Facebook was very big. So I was just using the laptop to browse on Facebook. So I realized that I was just misusing the laptop. I wasn't doing anything beneficial with the laptop. I told myself that I wanted to create a platform. Since I love entertainment, I'm creating a platform to copy and paste entertainment content that I will read and share on Facebook. So I kept doing it anytime
So you started by just copying and
pasting content. I go to OMG Ghana, Adebra, Ghana Web.
And then whatever they have,
I just copy and paste it.
You copy and paste it?
Because I didn't know how to rewrite stories.
Wow.
I just copy and paste and share on Facebook. My friends would be insulting me that I am spamming them. But because I loved it, I didn't mind them. So OMG Ghana saw what I was doing. They realized that I love what I was doing because I was constantly updating my platform. In as much as I was
daily?
Or more like hourly, like I can't count, but I was just doing it because I was getting a lot of entertainment stories. You go on this platform, they have. You go here, they have. So OMG realized that.
So focus also on entertainment stories.
Entertainment stories, yeah, because I love entertainment. Politics is too serious. Somebody might take you on, and we don't have anything to go to court. So OMG Ghana saw it. They realized that I have passion for it. They asked me to join them, and then they decided to pay me. I never even knew that money was in it until they said they were going to pay me 200 cities a month. That was like 2012. So they started
You're paying how much a month?
200 cities.
200 cities a month.
Then, I mean, it was good for me because I wasn't actually expecting money because I just love it. So when I went there I overperformed because I mean I was doing even more than how I was operating my platform. So
I just want to pick on something you just said because I want the youth to pay attention to this. You know, you loved it.
Yeah.
You had a passion for it.
Yeah.
So the money was not your immediate focus.
No.
You were doing it because you just love to do it.
I just love to do it. I mostly tell people that if you're doing something, don't focus on the money. Do something that you love. I mean, if what you're doing is not against your religion, you like it, and then it is not against the laws of the country, then do it. But if you say you are following money, I mean, you will just do things anyhow. At the end of the day, it won't go well, and then you won't get the money that you've set your eyes on. But if you love it, you take your time,
So
do it.
where do you think this passion has come from? Because you went to Legon, you actually were studying economics, political science, and so all of a sudden this passion for entertainment and blogging.
I've always loved entertainment.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
growing up, I used to watch you, I used to watch Chris Sato on TV. He was doing radio and TV. I've always said I wanted to be like Chris Sato because he was on radio and TV. At a point, I wanted to be an actor, but who is going to put you in there? So I've always loved entertainment.
I see.
So the love for it has always been there, and then I just decided to do something on my own. So as I was doing it, and then people started loving what I was doing. I mean, the focus was not for somebody to love what I was doing. I'm just doing to make myself happy.
You were doing because you loved it.
Yes. And all this while till now, I'm doing it because it makes me happy. And people think that I'm doing it well, so they are buying into what I'm doing. And then, by God, as I said earlier, if you do it well, rational human beings will like it. So rational human beings have bought into what I'm doing. And then it will amaze you, the people that meet me each day and tell me that, Zion, I know you. People can tell you like the interviews that you've done since you started. From when you started your celebrity ride to now. I mean, both Ghanaians here and outside. During the year of return last year, I met a lot of Ghanaians living outside. Zion, my mother watches you every day. When they said my mother, my father, I get shocked. Because big people watching you.
Wow.
I walk out, I see ministers, they know that I'm like, wow. KSM has called me.
Wow.
I mean, when I was young, I was watching Bolari and Stacy.
You're watching?
I was watching Bolari and Stacy on TV class 2. And Bolari can call me, sit me down at his office for business. I'm like, wow. I mean, I've done something. But I mean, if I didn't do anything, KSM would call me on the show.
You have. And something you said that really what strikes me is how you're just doing it because I tell the youth a lot that if you really love what you're doing, it doesn't feel like work.
No, that is it.
You know, it's just something you enjoy that you're doing.
That is it.
So it doesn't feel like work for you.
I
It's
don't
just like,
see myself to working. I just see it as I'm having fun. Because I mean, I like driving actually. So I'll drive to Kumasi. I don't feel like I'm tired. As soon as I get there, before I get there, I've already booked like 3 people. I've given everybody time. So I'll go to this person. Like I just feel happy doing it. So I don't feel like I am working into my bread. Somebody will say that, oh, I'm in Kumasi, my bread. Let me relax tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll come and interview. No. I'm like, that is why I came. So why should I waste my time? If I waste time, I'm losing a lot of people. And people are also expecting content from me. I'm afraid to say I'll give people content. That is why they are following me. So it is my duty to give them the content. The person doesn't care how you get the content. So you do your best to give them the content. And then, I mean, we do it like we're crazy because we love it. If you don't love it, you'll be giving a lot of excuses. I mean, because we love it, we just do it. So if you want to do something, make sure that you love it, you have passion for it. If you don't love it, you don't have passion for it, just find something else. Not because Zion Felix is doing it or not because KSM has done it and has become successful out of it. No. Find what you are happy and can do it well. If nobody's doing it, I mean, as you do it, people will start loving it. When we started blogging 10 years back, blogging wasn't huge like this. Even recently when I built my house and I opened it, I heard a lot of people saying that people used to think that blogging was, for the want of better words, a nonsense job for school dropouts. But Zion Felix has proven that people can do blogging and make a living out of it.
Yeah.
It's not like everyday bloggers. No, I'm not about if you tell no, no.
yeah, yeah.
Blogging has changed.
Yeah.
So
Let me cut you here because you've led me right into it because some of the things I heard, you see, you are the richest blogger in Ghana. That's all we cash.
as I said, I mean, if you do and do it well, if you do something and you do it well, rational human beings would want to associate with your brand because people follow you, and then brands want people who have followers to sell their product to. So God being so good, I can't sit here and say that I don't get money. I mean, I get lots of money from what I do, all because I love it. And then whenever I'm about to say this thing, I say that it is not to prove a point, but I just want people to know that I don't have to travel to the States, to the European countries.
I was going to come to that.
China, before I can make it as a young boy, or I don't have to be a fraud boy. I can do a legit business. I can do a legit job. I can do what I love to also make it. If I give my passport right now, I don't have any American visa in it. I don't have any Schengen visa in it. I'm not saying that it is no good. I mean, everybody would love to go to America, but I feel like I can also be here, be a young boy, and become successful. And that is what I've done all these years. I've been living.
I find that very, very interesting because the bulk of your generation, not everybody, but a huge amount of your generation believe in the green pastures outside. When you're in conversations with them, now some call a brochure, and how do you try and get them to think that no, you can stay here and do it?
Yeah.
Or how
I've
does it
talked to
go?
a lot of people. I mean, I've been able to convince few people, telling them that I mean we've all been here. I mean, I came from Kumasi to Accra. I started from Kumasi. I came to Accra, and we've been working for 10 years. And God being so good, I mean, we have certain things that make life comfortable for us. You can go to America, you can go to Europe and make it, but there's not everybody there that has made it. Some people want to even come back. I mean, I've been to the Dubai and South Africa. When I go, I talk to people, and the stories they share are very bad. I've been to rooms, I mean cubicles, where a lot of guys are sleeping in it. That is to tell that it is not always good out there. Some people are making it, but some people are also suffering. But we can be here and make it. There are a lot of young guys here who are doing legit business and they are making it. Some of these bloggers, I mean, are also making it, not just me. I mean, there are a lot of bloggers who are also doing very well. Not just them. We have people who are also into entrepreneur. They make their own soap, their own bags. I mean, because of the work I do, I meet a lot of these young guys who are making a lot of...
Who has impressed you in the work that you do? And you've met many. Who do you single out and say, wow, Meshadia, but these ones really stand out?
I think you've interviewed twins, Dombeck.
Who is it?
Twins Dombeck, the twins who take pictures. I mean, those young guys are fantastic. Because when they started, I mean, with the photography, people didn't really know that you can do photography and be like how they are right now. I mean, working with the president, young boy as their age, like my age. We thought that was for the Bob Pizzles, the 48-year-old people. I mean, you have to go to a photography school, get a degree, master's in it. But no, these guys went to UST. They were into movies. They were doing premieres on campus. They were even doing blogging. When I met them, level 100, they came to visit me on campus. But right after school, they realized that the blogging business had become too much. Let them also learn something on their own. And they learned photography on their own. And they're doing exceptionally well. Almost every international person who comes to Ghana goes through their hands. They've shot for so many people. They used to be, I mean, they used to be photographers for the vice president, the second lady. I mean, young guys doing well for themselves. I mean, those guys are too much. I mean, other brands, the NY DJs. So the youth of today are doing something for ourselves that I think some people need to learn from us.
When you say some people, who are the some people?
Our colleagues.
Or your colleagues?
Yeah, some people just want the shortcuts to heaven. I mean, it is not always shortcut. I mean, I've been doing this for 10 years. Before getting here, I've been through the mill. I've been learning on my own. I didn't go to any GIG. I didn't go to any IBM and J in Kumasi. I went to Legon. I did political science, info studies. I just learned on the job. As I said earlier, I didn't know even how to write stories, but I was reading people's content, learning how they were writing their stories. I mean, every story and how it is written. I can't write a court news like I'm writing a Saturday winning a BT award. I mean, court stories, there are certain terms that you have to use so that you don't put yourself into trouble. So as you are doing the job, you'll be learning on it so that you become better, so that you don't keep stepping on people's toes. Because if you keep stepping on people's toes, if I had stepped on KSM's toe, I mean, I wouldn't be here this time. You try, if you make a mistake, you learn, you polish yourself so that you don't repeat the same thing. But some people just want the money.
You also have to keep principles for a young guy, and your love and your interest in investments actually impresses me.
Thank you very much.
Where does that come from, man? You invest in real estate and what?
Yeah.
You have houses all over?
God has blessed that with a few. I feel like right now, everybody's mentioning Zion Felix. I mean, as you say, somebody say you are the richest blogger. People are saying you are the best blogger. Well, with the fact I have 1.5 million followers, I'm the most followed blogger in Ghana right now.
You are the
most followed blogger on Instagram. I'm the first Ghanaian blogger to get 1 million followers on Instagram. So, I mean, now everybody's mentioning your name. What if 5-10 years now, nobody's mentioning Zion Felix? Nobody's calling you for gigs. Brands are not coming because maybe there might be a new person. And then it always happened. There was a Jacko, somebody came. There was Obrafo, somebody came. There was somebody came. So there will always be somebody new that people will fall in love with. So if you're not more Zion Felix, if the brands are not coming, how are you going to feed? So now that the money is coming, you have to make very good use of it.
You have to give it the full exploitation.
Exactly.
Now that
it is coming.
The spotlight is on you.
Exactly.
You want to take advantage before
of it.
the light shifts.
Exactly. So I'm just pumping the money into different things so that, I mean, in 10 years' time, if the brand is not like how it is right now, I mean, the other things will also will keep me going. My kids will also get other things so that the family won't be crying. They say, oh, it didn't do anything. No. So now that the money is coming, we are putting it elsewhere.
Fantastic. You're not married, are you?
No, I'm not.
I read somewhere that you said, Charlie, a man who cries, they don't even pay attention to you. Something to the effect, a man who, what's the story? Whose show was that you said it on? I think on Delay Show.
Yeah.
Was it a man who chased you? Something. What did you say?
I don't know, but fortunately, I don't get girls hitting at me.
They don't look at you?
They don't hit at
me?
me.
They look but you don't see?
Well, you see, I'm mostly busy on my work. Everything's about work. So I don't give attention to what is going on else. So if it's not about me, I don't care. So if you call me, start talking, and it's not about my work, no, tell me I'm busy, I'll call you later. I feel like.
So are you dating?
I'm currently dating.
You are dating now?
I'm dating now. And I think she's been helpful, very, very helpful, because with the kind of job I do, if you don't get.
How did she manage to get your attention? Because you look like nothing can get your focus. It's all the blogging work. So how did she squeeze through? I'm very interested.
It's hard though. Still, guys, doesn't. Once in a while, I mean, I try and then find time to, but mostly I'm about my work. I feel like I won't be like this forever. So maybe from 35 going, that I've been able to get certain things. I'll give attention to other things. So I won't be serious with the work throughout my entire life. As time goes on, I'm training people. So they'll take over, and then I also enjoy life.
And one thing too that I learned about you, and this is just all in regards to you being a youth, and you don't have the focus on ladies and things like that. Hey, you don't drink, none of those social things.
No.
No alcohol.
I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do anything. Even my colleagues laugh at me when we go for events. I'm out there, man, cook. I mean.
Wow.
I'm fine to me. I'm not used to it. So the only thing I drink is the soft drinks. I don't smoke. I've never even held anything like cigarette before. Not even for a movie role. Nothing.
Wow.
It is not me. And then I feel like if you drink, you better take your attention from so many things, and you even be spending money on drinks, and that is my thing. That's my thoughts, though. I'm not saying that that's you, but I don't do any of that.
This is a wonderful point to
I
take
don't
a
clap
commercial
too.
break. And when we come back, because you don't smoke, you don't drink, I want to go a little bit back into your childhood.
Okay.
So let's take a commercial break. When we come back, Zion Felix as a small boy. We'll be right back. Sit down, folks. We'll be right back.
The KSM Show.
Hey, thank you. We are back and we have Zion Felix in the house. And before the commercial break, man, you mentioned something about the infantile.
Yeah.
You know, we're talking about drinking, smoking, the swinging life.
That's it.
What kind of upbringing did you have? Let's go back to your childhood. Yeah, what?
Yawumo Kumase, many DNA ete bomso.
Bomso.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tech bombs UST.
Yeah.
On an ete. Growing up, there was. It wasn't that really sad, but now it wasn't good. I mean, the whole family in a single room. Myself, my father, my mom, I think 4 siblings, all of us.
And
one
4
room.
siblings.
And yes,
all of you in one room.
And yes, it's not single self-contained. Single room, and then the whole house you share one toilet. Even the toilet at times they close it because you don't pay the bill for them to come and remove it. So if you want to go to toilet, you have to go to public toilet.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was sad. I mean, it was sad, but I can't know. Yeah, my mother was selling charcoal, so I mostly say that the charcoal seller's son one day.
Your mother was selling charcoal?
Yeah.
What was your dad doing?
My father has always been a teacher.
He was
a teacher.
Oh, he was a teacher?
He has always been a teacher. So the charcoal seller's son is now wearing a white shirt. So my mother will go to Ejira Friday. She will come on Monday. Sunday evening, not on the dinner bar. Monday, na yet beginnings na my mom for toss. The Becano, near the good for near 20. So when I was in class 2, I was selling charcoal, go to school. And I never paid school full school fees in a term. So I'll get an arrest in the first term, they move it to second term. From class 1 to JSS 3.
Wow.
Every term I have the car. So every term I pay me. Every term I pay me school fees. No matter how big or small it was, every term I pay me school fees. Every term from class 1 to JSS 3. If I register for BC, I have to pay full school fees. So I had to pay the full one before I registered. So growing up wasn't good. I mean, my parents forced for me to attend a private school. School them could be baby because I'm the kind know what the car and what you're not quite saying. So I come back. So I went to Christian at Bomso, went to Salem at Ofori, came back to Christian again because my school is not Shegu. So from there I went to Bishop Sapon at Takomeko. That's where I went to complete, and I went to Konongo Dumasi Senior High School.
Wow.
So,
but it's interesting, you know, because people grow up like you're talking about, you know, all in one room, and because of that, they get so attracted to so many other things as an escape for that kind of confinement. But you kept that didn't happen to you.
I'm an introvert. So I've always lived with my family. I'm a very quiet person. If I'm not working, you never hear me talk. I only talk when they say action. I don't talk, like if you go for an event, I'll be there quietly. That is how I was nurtured from my infancy. I don't like talking. If I don't like something, I won't say it. I'll just keep quiet and then do it for you. Then I go. And then I was with my mom every day. My mom doesn't go to class. She doesn't do anything. So nobody will teach you how to drink or how to go to club. And when I was in high school too, I made sure that I didn't take such friends. And then I don't make people influence me. I do things that I think I like.
People don't influence you?
No.
But you go through peer pressure at some angle. There's nothing like that.
I just do what I feel like is good for me. I have 3 things that I used to live my life. If what I'm doing, I like it, it is not against my religion, it is not against the laws of the land, I am good to go. I don't look at what somebody is doing because that person is coming from a different home. Somebody might have, his or her parents have a store at Edum or Makola. My mom doesn't have a store at Edum. She was sitting at Kumasi Zoo, a former say came before Bano Ojane. So I can't compare my life to somebody whose mother has a store at Makola, came before Empamoneda.
Wow.
Mammy came Bano Mujano or Kumasi Zoo, or Quasantama Hona, or Tequano or Tom. First, no, let me catch you as a first, no, back here, a woman to one up, normally a yashim, how much shame say. When I was in course from 1. Now I'm not only my class picture a boy now Okoto. That's what she was selling. Came for a saying, but came before, but almost no journey. So I can't compare myself to somebody and papa or abronsan baby.
Wow.
So
you now do lame. You stuck in your lane.
Yeah. Making sure that almost people don't with channel. As much as I knew say the school that I'm going, I'm not going to use it. I was making sure that the school fees won't go waste. So I do my blogging at Legon. Like when I was on campus, I was doing blogging, I was doing radio, and I was making sure that I get my grades well, because my father suffer before he gets money to come and pay my school fees. Even from level 200 to 400, I pay my own school fees. From level 200 second semester to 400, I was paying my everything, because then I was earning something small from the blogging.
From the blogging that we were doing.
Yeah, so
you're paying your own fees.
First semester, I'll pay half. Second semester, I pay the rest. So then I ease the pressure on them. And then when my sister was entering uni, I started paying her school fees for her too, so that they can relax. There was no money.
Show some love, man. Show some love. That's amazing. Yeah.
On my brother. So I mean, I needed to eat something. And then so I was earning something small.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they are both alive?
They're both alive.
They are both alive?
Yeah, they always come to me.
So that was going to be the next question. I mean, so how do they feel now? You know, everything you've gone through now. They're so proud
of me.
They are so proud of you.
So my father now was almost first upon the corner. Like at first he didn't know what I was doing. He just knew that I was getting money, and then he knows that his son won't do anything illegal. So I think 2 years back, and then he started seeing me on TV. He started hearing my name on radio. No, oh, from Matilda, what TV? I'm like, yeah. So I think last year, when he's walking around, people say that upon econo. I'm like, yeah. So my father is super proud of me. My mom is proud of me. That I mean, nebreno anyokwa.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's amazing. Folks, man, I told you, man, you're going to get a lot of inspiration. I get inspired from listening to this guy.
Thank you, sir.
And I'm particularly also amazed by the kind of investments you are making now in real estate. Yeah. How many buildings do you have now?
Right now, I have 2-bedroom. I don't know how to put it, like 2-bedroom, 2 separate houses. Yeah, I have 2 separate houses that I've rented out. Now I'm about to start my new project, which is very huge. But I know that the God who gave me idea to start, who gave me the investment to do the other ones, he'll give me the same idea, strength and wisdom to do the new projects that I'm going to do. Surprisingly, like I get a lot of people contact me that they have a land, they want me to buy it. I'm like, Charlie, I'm not a rich man. One can be the how, I'm like, when did I start this? That people, I get a lot of people trying to sell lands to me, but I tell them that I want to buy time. And then I can boldly say that everything I'm doing is out of the blogging that I do.
For the blogging?
Everything is 100% blogging. I don't do any other work apart from
that's the blogging.
The media.
Wow.
Because I do and do it well.
Let me pick your brains before we leave here. Because you blog so much into entertainment and your focus is your love for entertainment. What's the state of entertainment now with the COVID, everything? What changes are you noticing?
It has hugely affected us. Last year, lots of events that didn't happen. I mean, most of the artists had plans on traveling to have tours around the world. People had shows to perform at. I mean, here in Ghana, people had pumped money into even events that they were about organizing. I remember 3 Music Awards. Just before it happened was when we went for lockdown, so it couldn't happen. Sponsors had paid money, a lot of people had pumped money into what they wanted to do, but all of them went off. Now we have to resort to live concerts, online concerts, which, I mean...
How is that doing? The what do you call it?
I think the artists have even stalled because they earn almost nothing from it. And brands also do not actually sponsor those kind of shows, because in Ghana, most people can't afford data to be streaming like a 3-hour show.
Yeah.
People can't afford that. And even if you can afford, the data itself is not good. You can't stream to enjoy it. So people try to do it just to entertain their fans. And then actors couldn't go on set to shoot because everybody was afraid of his life. So COVID has really slowed us down, but it has helped in us thinking of finding new ways to also get to our audience.
What are some of the new ways that people are now adapting to sort of?
I think the online streaming. Now people are hammering on online streaming. First, people were doing free downloads because they knew that, oh, I can get a show and then get my money to a place where I lost it. But now there's no show for you to perform at. So if you put your song on any of the online streaming platforms, people go and stream their YouTube. You get some dollars to also cut costs for you. So and then again, people try to organize few concerts where they will adhere to the COVID protocols. I mean, few people, but they will peg the price at a higher place. Like Sarkodie did in December, the price was more than the usual 200, 100 Ghana cedis. He was charging 500. The list was 500. People were paying 10,000, 8,000, 6,000 for the concert because he wanted few people at the event. So people were trying to find different ways
to cope with
it. But it really slowed us down. But it made people also think outside the box to find ways of engaging with their followers.
In terms of you specifically with your business, what have you done different to cope?
I put up a studio so that I have a studio that now people would
TV studio?
Yeah, a TV studio where people would have to come in. I have different setups for different kind of interviews that I do. So people come in so that they can adhere to the COVID protocols, that I wouldn't have to be entering people's houses and then all those things. So I put up a studio so that people come there, we do the interview. Before we do it, we do everything, we adhere to the protocols. So I won't be roaming about. In a day, I can record more people than the usual ones. Yeah.
Fantastic. Zan Felix, man, it's such a pleasure hanging out with you, man. And I don't know the viewers that are listening, but truly, your life is inspiring.
Thank you very much.
And I just like the fact that you have developed a passion and you have stuck so closely and worked so hard on the passion, and it's paid off.
It has.
Even though money was not the goal, it has become the end result.
Yeah. And then now we get a lot of people calling us for job. I mean, a day I can interview like 3 people in a day.
Wow.
Somebody wants to come and cover his event, do this. We are busy, we continue to be busy. And then, I feel like I owe people whenever they call me. When somebody calls me for a job, I feel like I owe the person. I have to go and do it. Yeah, because that is what I've taken upon myself to do. And I'll forever do it. I'll forever owe people.
Thank you so much for honoring my invitation. I'm glad I had the chance to host a young guy that I respect.
Thank you very much.
And who is also a role model for many others. And I'm sure that they were listening to you. And I know that many things you have said will sink in with many people for them to know that, Charlie, the passion and the dedication and the determination is the key to success.
Thank you.
One more time for him, man.
The KSM Show.
They explained to you last week why they were wearing masks. Now they're going to tell you who is the fastest runner. The 3 wise men.
Who is the world's fastest runner?
Asama Giant.
Who is the world's fastest runner?
Fastest runner. Oh, Bosen Hot.
Who is the world's fastest runner?
World fastest runner. Carlos Ahinkra.
The KSM Show.
Okay, folks, we've been hanging out with Zan Felix, one of the greatest bloggers in this country and the richest, of course. Well, before we go, don't forget it's our independence anniversary, 64 years as a matter of fact. So let me wish all Ghanaians one more time a very, 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 very happy independence celebration. In the meantime, what do I say at this point? There's nothing more I can say than we are out of, let the whole Ghana say after 64 years, out of here.
The KSM Show.